All right, shifting our focus to this new twist and turn that has come into the entire debate around judicial appointments in the country. In this newest chapter of this ongoing tussle, there's a rather startling suggestion that has come in from Union Law Minister Mr. Kiren Rijiju. He has written to the Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, seeking that the government representation should be a part of the two-tier collegium system that makes appointments at the Supreme Court and at the High Court. You also have the Law Minister suggesting that the second part of the NJC judgment had promised sweeping reforms within the collegium system, and that promise has not been kept. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has stepped into the debate, saying that there should be no government interference in judicial appointments. The Law Minister responded to this on social media, saying that court's directions should be honoured, and he is only talking about the judgment that was rendered by none other than the Supreme Court of India. Last week, you had India's Vice President, Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, who had waded into this debate and said that judicial appointments, the basic structure doctrine, all of these are issues that should be now debated. Ananya Bhatnagar with us on the broadcast. Ananya, tell us about this new suggestion that has been made by the Law Minister of having a government representation within the Supreme Court collegium. Many critics argue that this is NJC backdoor.
Well, definitely, it's being said that it is a kind of a NJC backdoor, and it is, again, yet another spark to this debate that is going on between the centre and the judiciary. And now, in fact, the Law Minister writing to the Chief Justice of India to include an inclusion of a government member in the collegium system. So completely saying the legal fraternity also believes that it's a backdoor entry of the NJAC system. And you remember how the second part of the NJC judgment talked about there had to be a certain kind of a reform that had to take place, and also the MOB has to be re-established. And exactly that has been said by the Law Minister in his tweets while he confirmed this particular news. And I quote, I hope your honor court's direction, this is a precise follow-up action of the direction of the Supreme Court Constitution Bench. By striking down the NJAC Appointment Commission Act, the SC Constitution Bench had directed to restructure the MOP of the collegium system. The contents of the letter to the Honorable CJI are exactly in conformity with the observations and directions of the Supreme Court. Now, another aspect of this matter is the legal fraternity. A lot of people believe, and we've interviewed a lot of them, including Mr. Vikas Singh, who's the president of the Supreme Court Bar Association, who said that though there are certain kind of revisits that are needed in the collegium system, that there are reinventions that are needed there so as to increase its credibility and transparency. But at the same point of time, it has to be also noted that collegium is the law of the land at this point of time and has to be adhered to until and unless the government brings in a new law or an amendment to basically change this structure. Now, the Vice President, to spark this debate, he also said that he has refused to take the AG's advice on that particular point when high constitutional posts were actually asked by the Supreme Court to exercise restraint while speaking at public platforms. This was with regards to the collegium recommendations.
And Ananya, as we talk more about the collegium system, the reform of the collegium system in the larger public interest, I think the debate should also readjust itself. It's not about who wields more power, whether it's the government or the Supreme Court. The larger question is that what is in the interest of democratic India, what is in the larger interest of public, and what is the mechanism by which judicial appointments in this country can become more transparent and accountable. Swapnil Kotha